Hey, good morning, good evening. This is Michael. I'm coming to you with this to illustrate a point. And I want to let you know that this is not fake. It's real. I got the real deal here. And as they say, a man with a suit of armor is a man that is going to live to see another day. So I have been lately talking to you about scamming. This is not plastic. This is my real deal here. I do this sometimes as well. Got a surprise for you later. Coming Dia de los Muertos. I'm going to show you what that's all about. Got my garb for that as well. But you can remember, if you're a Christian country, that biblical, I think it was a Gideon and soldiers that were going to the pond to drink. And all of them did, but 300 were looking up as they took the water. And I think you know the story, the rest of it. Anyway, gearing up, protecting yourself, being fully armored. This is also not the fake. No fake here, buddy. And the sword of truth. To illustrate my point is this. It's better. Sword of truth. I don't have my full garb on. It's my belt, sorry. But I just wanted to illustrate a point. And the point is this. If you're going to go at it, you go at it fully armed and protected like a Trojan. Like a man who means business. Like a man who understands. And I'm going to show you this illustration also. Is this. It's generic, so I'm not offending anybody. I'm going to ask you a question. Just looking, I got these two here on my congas. Okay. It's a can of green beans. It's a can of tomato sauce. Alright. If you want tomato sauce, you would go to the tomato sauce. Hopefully when you open it, that's exactly what's in it. And the same here. But now, if you open it, and this is kind of kindergarten stuff here, but just to illustrate a point, or if you have to take your sword of truth, instead of deceptive ways of doing things, and cut through it, or open it up somehow, to see what's inside each can, to make a determination if that's exactly what you're going to get when you do. You'd be very disappointed and or shocked. You know, you have to realize too that a conscious society looking for content and what they're putting in their bodies and their minds today because of health reasons, or they want longevity of life. You know, they realize, excuse me, I'm trying to get undressed here. Stuff's heavy. And they, the wind out of me. They realize that, you know, getting what you pay for is important. And, excuse me. Oh, fix the hair a little bit. Taking that hat off. All right, getting undressed. Illustrating that point is that you have to be careful and you have to be guarded. And you are informed to do that by many. Oops, I'm upside down here. You are informed by many to do that because it's happening. You know, it's happening there, and you want to always know what you're getting yourself into, and don't be fooled by the mass. Because here's the deal with those beans, as I was trying to say. If, say for instance, I just cut that label off, they're both generic. So whatever product it is, if I just paint it or put some makeup on it, is it any different than it was before? Yes, it's painted, and that's what's marketing. That's marketing. But you know, you're going to be surprised if you don't get what you pay for. Oh, crooked here. I put this piece on too. I'm bald. So I'm just trying to show you that you can do anything to paint it up a little bit, you know, make it look a little bit more cosmetically okay. But I'm not afraid of that. You know, it is what it is. De la Suente. I'm going to put on that little garb for you. But I want those that are out there to understand that scammers are criminals, and criminals that are doing criminal things should be addressed. And hopefully I'm not doing anything criminal by mentioning that that's going on, and it's going on here too. However, I didn't look here for it. I looked elsewhere. But you know, when you do, and you go on the shelf and you grab something and it ain't right, you would be remiss not to say nothing. So I'm just saying something. Hopefully, you know, it doesn't fall on deaf ears, and that you pay attention to all that. It's happening everywhere. It's not just there. It's here too. So just read the label. You can't open the can there. You do, you're gonna get in trouble. You know, so I mean that's the risk you take. See, and that's what I don't like. You know, how do you know? I mean, if people are honest or dishonest, if you know, see, that's called labeling. I'm not trying to label anybody. I'm not trying to be liable by labeling anybody. But that's called stereotyping, and that happens. And so that happens because it could be. Here's the deal with business. It's my experience too. Is that if you have a lucrative business, it's stereotyped because it gives good service, good quality food, everything's fresh. There's some ambiance, you know, that's around you, and you're surrounded by that, so it's well worth the dollar. Good service, just 100%, just everything is. That's how people are graded. As a matter of fact, some companies might even ask for an opinion. You know, like, how was our service today? You know, or this call may be recorded for quality and assurance. Whatever it is, it's just people are curious. How am I doing? Am I doing okay? Are you understanding, you know, what my concept is? What am I trying to achieve here? How do I want you to feel when you're at my place of business? Whatever that may be, whether it's a car dealership, a restaurant, a hotel, you know, you earn your feathers, or your praise by giving quality service. You know, you don't use the cheapest products. But of course, that's how you would. Man, all these wrinkles, you really see them when you do this kind of stuff. Oh, I hurt my back too when I take a breath. My chest hurts. I apologize for being myself. I don't apologize for that, but I want to help those that are out there just fishing for something, and they're being catfished by somebody else. So it's kind of like we're playing chess here, like who's going to win and who's going to lose, you know, when it comes to all that. And I think that's everywhere. Everyone's playing that game. But if somebody's going to sell that it's better there, are they better at it? Is it kind of like ping pong? And you know, or Mike Tyson, you know, some things you just don't get involved with because you're going to get your ass whooped, you know, by somebody else that's better at it. You know, so I've even heard that said that some of the good ones can play you like a fiddle, you know, and that's just a long way to go to be played anywhere, you know, outside of your own backyard. You don't have to go that far. So I say all this to say people need to sell quality. You'll get a lot of business, you know, if there's some some firm reassured, people are reassured that that's what they're going to get, they don't mind paying for it. But if they're going to get, an inferior product and pay more for it in the end, like anybody, you're shopping for quality. And all business that's in business, you want to give that. Customer service and high quality product, people don't mind paying for it. But then there should be no compromise to that, the quality of that product. Um, if there is, then that's the question I would have, or that's something you'd have to talk about. But you don't go to a Volkswagen dealer to uh, expect a Porsche, or a different product. You know what you're getting, and if you don't know, uh, then you're just a gambling man. And some of us do that, but that's a long way to go to spend prison time because you're just that curious. So be careful. Wear a suit of armor. Do your homework. Look into it. When you see the word separated, run. Unless they got that all worked out. Don't expect that you should have to pay for that. I'm sure some of us that are on there looking for spouses have been either through a divorce or widowed, but all those legal aspects and all those things we took care of are, that's all behind us. And we're looking forward, and you don't want to have to go through that expense as well as the other that might be involved in looking for a foreign bride. So just keep your head on, keep looking up when you're drinking from the water. Um, don't be, you know, fooled, by a smile. And I'm kicking myself every day for that because I just believed in the first thing I heard, which is that that's what's the best place to go for that, and that all that kind of stuff they don't do so much of, and I I learned it different, so I'm sharing it with you just to prevent you from doing the same. That's all this is all about, and just reaching out to those that are there. Make sure that when you see it, like they see it, like you tell our kids, here we say, if you see it, tell, because that's how it gets corrected. That's how business giants say, if there's something that's not right and that's going to affect me long term, my business, my place of wherever I'm spending most of my time at, I need to correct that now. Everything starts from a seed and then it grows. But if the seed is no good, then you get rid of it. So if you see bad seed, that it's going to affect you, you want to get that out before it becomes a weed, and then it's in, you can't tell the wheat from the weed, and you just gotta, and that's how the world is, unfortunately. So, sword, cut through it. Get out there if you're going to get out there, and if you're man enough to challenge these conners, and you like to play chess, you like a little challenge, go for it. Yeah, you might have some fun over the phone. All right, it's Michael. Talk to you guys, like they say,